Hi, my name is Trev and I suffered a life-changing and life-threatening injury over 19 years ago. I had a fall while climbing unprotected which resulted in a broken neck at C4, which is near the top. This injury left me paralysed with minimal movement and it made me dependent on a power chair for mobility and carers to look after my basic needs. I felt as though my life was over and everything I'd lived for and enjoyed was gone. At the time, the internet was entirely new and I couldn't find any access to other people's stories and recoveries. Due to the limited mobility in my arms, I was unable to read books anymore, so I decided to write my own about my life, my recovery and my travels. So far, I've written 2 books. The first one is called Life Rolls On, The Journey from an AB to a BA, and my second one is called Still Rolling, which is a life of possibility, not disability. I write about my injury and the devastation of my life, and how I rebuilt my life going skiing, doing outdoor pursuits, living independently, getting an education up to a degree level. I talk about my travel experiences and the obstacles and barriers I've overcome while seeing the Great Pyramids, the Northern Lights, and even going on safari. I do motivational talks to create awareness and help people overcome their own limitations. I aim to break down some barriers and perceptions of what it is like to live with a disability and what can be achieved when you set your mind to it. You can accomplish so much by challenging yourself, overcoming obstacles and adversity, digging deep into your inner strength when all odds are against you, by letting yourself believe something is impossible even though others doubt it. And this is a brief book excerpt from Still Rolling. This is a chapter about sailing. There's a chap stood on the land near the jetty with a buoyancy aid on, wearing a cap and shades. I introduced myself, and he introduced himself. We both chatted happily for 10 to 15 minutes when he said, "By the way, I'm completely blind." To which I replied, "By the way, I'm in a wheelchair." There was a moment of reflection as it sank in that neither of us was aware that the other person had a disability. Had I been in my power chair, he would have heard the motor, but the manual wheelchair was quiet. It was such a beautiful moment when there was no preconceived idea of each other's disability. There was no judgments, no need to explain impairments. We were just 2 people who'd met and started talking straight away and wanted to enjoy the freedom of being on the water. So that's just a brief excerpt from the book. If you would like to get hold of a copy of the book, it is available on Amazon as Kindle and paperback, so you can either search for my name, Trev Baker, or you can search for Life Rolls On, or you can go direct through my website, which is liferollson.co.uk.